All right, we're halfway through the NBA season this year, and right now we just talk about MVPs. Right now, I think it comes down to three. I want to say in my viewpoint that should be three or four. I did a video on this before, but Joker, I think he's got to be up there. He's got to be one to three P. That's crazy. I would have to say Giannis is the second one, and maybe Luca, but he did get hurt, so we'll see. So those are my top three. I would say could possibly win MVP this year, and I think it's going to be a battle going through the rest of the year, health wise, for a lot of teams. It's a long season, obviously, and I think with the right now in the West, let's talk about the West real quick. There's so many. There's like at least 10 teams that are jam packed on the middle, vying for a playoff spot. They're all within probably like 6 games of each other. It's pretty insane. We're gonna see how that plays out. I think obviously the West is led by right now, the Nuggets. The Nuggets are going to be, I think they're just going to win the West straight out. And then when it comes to playoffs, we can talk about it in a second. But this is what I see coming down the stretch. I think the Nuggets are too tough. Joker, barring any injury, he's just playing phenomenal. I think they're going to be very tough to beat, especially coming to the playoff season. And then you got the Grizz with John, everything, and that whole squad. They're so young, so athletic. I think they're gonna definitely be a force to be reckoned with. Sacramento, I still think they're too young. We'll see how they stack up once they get pressure on them, especially coming towards to the playoffs and everything. And then right now, Phoenix, you guys gotta keep an eye out for Phoenix. I mean, with the trade with Durant and everything, they're gonna be tough to beat. And then my dark horse was the Warriors. I'm a big Warriors fan, but they are not gelling. Steph's still hurt. Who knows how much longer he's going to be out for? It's tough for that team. They too many turnovers, not enough defensive. Their defense is just right now. Their transition defense is not the greatest. They're too many turnovers. They're just not playing as cohesive. I think they really have a championship hangover. So we'll see if Steph Curry comes back, if they can get into the promised land. Luca, Kyrie right now is still tough to beat, but those two they haven't quite gelled yet. So we'll see if that even works out. But if I had to say right now at the halfway mark, who's coming out of the West, I really do think Phoenix will at this moment. My mind will change, I think the Phoenix. I think with KD Booker, Chris Paul, and Aiton, that's a tough front four, right, starting four right there. That's going to be tough to for any team to deal with. And I just think that that's going to be too much offense on that side. And even Denver, do they match up really well against them? I don't think so. Especially when it comes down to a 7-game series. I really do think Phoenix with KD, as long as nobody gets hurt, as long as everybody's healthy, I think KD is just unstoppable. And then you got Devin Booker, and then you also got Aiton in the middle there. It's just tough. They're going to be really, really, really tough as long as they can gel. So that's going to be the one thing. But that's what I foresee. I know that's kind of what everybody's picking, but just at the moment, I just think that matchup wise, I can't see anybody matching up as well as no one. That's it. Phoenix is going to be tough. Now, the East, if we talk about the East, I think currently we have, what is it, Boston, I think Milwaukee, and the 76ers. I think my previous episode, I was thinking it was going to be Boston and 76ers. I totally had a brain fart and totally forgot about the fucking Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis. The thing is with Giannis and everything, as good as he is, it's going to be tough for them to get past Boston, and that's because Boston plays such amazing defense, team defense. So the only thing is Giannis doesn't have. I mean, it's if Chris Middleton can step up his game, possibly. I think Boston is going to be really tough to beat. I think having Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, two dynamic players, two all-stars, two amazing all-stars that can, I think they're two of the top 10 players in the NBA currently. So on one squad, and not only can they score whenever they want, they can play defense. And that's the biggest thing. I think once you get into the playoff, it's like who's going to be able to play team defense. And I think Celtics are a notch above the 76ers and even the Milwaukee Bucks. So I would say the East, I would have to say it's kind of those three teams and everybody else. I feel like, I mean, there might be Cleveland. We'll see. But I just think those three teams, everybody else, and out of those three teams, I think Boston's going to come back out. I think they're going to go back to the championship game again this year. And that would be my two current, at the moment, feelings. If I have to pick any two teams, would be Phoenix and Boston. But it's like I said, we still have half a season to go, over 40 plus games to go, guys. So injuries will happen. We're going to see teams who we anticipated to gel won't gel, and vice versa. We're going to see all kinds of shit happen. So those are current my thoughts. I hope I'm wrong, because as a Warriors fan, I hope they fucking get that shit together. I hope Steph comes back and they can, get Gary Payton II, and they can make a run. But I mean, I'm not too optimistic on that end, but we shall see. It's going to be exciting, coming towards the end of this season. I think we're going to see some amazing basketball be played, and I think it's going to be an exciting end to the season, I feel like. So all the moves were made during the trade, so before the trade deadline, so that was kind of intriguing, and there was some major changes made there. So we shall see. Those are my two picks. Let's see if it holds true. I may have to do a video towards during the championship. I'll talk about that then, if I was right or wrong. So we shall see. On that, cheers guys. You like this shit, subscribe.